after I preached about this on Easter. Oh, death, where is your sting? I think I specifically did like 2 or 3 stanzas where I said, death is not just I cease to exist in this body. It's any word that comes to tell me I lack something I need for life and godliness. So, if I know that I've been created to experience love, yet I don't find love manifesting in me, that's telling me I lack the fruit of love. That is the fear of death.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
If in the Christian world, we could put it like this. We've all been told we're supposed to have all these good works, right? And then we can be blessed.
Right.
Well, what did we feel when we didn't think we had all the good works? Lack. We weren't good enough, and that resulted in what? Fear and shame. That's the fear of death. So death speaks a word, and it's any word that says to you that you lack something you need for life and godliness. It could be anything. It could be in a relationship. It could be with your kids. It could be your job. It could be your finances. It could be anything, your housing situation. It could be anything where your heart is busy thinking that you lack something you need for life and godliness. What does Psalm 23 say? The Lord is our shepherd.
I shall not want.
Right. You know, when you look at that in the Hebrew, it says, the Lord is my shepherd. I do not lack, is what it says.
Wow.
Why don't I lack? Because the Lord is my shepherd. The Lord has been clothed in glory and immortality, and He's seated at the right hand. And that's the place where He's led me to. He's made a way for me to be with Him wherever He is at, like He told the disciples.
Yes.
So the Lord is my shepherd, and I do not lack. Right?
Yes.
And that's what that verse is actually saying. And the reason why we can actually believe we don't lack, because my whole life I thought, what do you mean I don't lack? Look at all this stuff. I should be getting paid more at my job, man. There's 60 employees at my job, and I got to manage 45 of them. I should be getting paid more at my job. That's lack.
Yeah.
When Becky and I first moved here, we didn't have a place to live that was our own. I felt like I lacked. Okay? When we first started the church, we couldn't take a salary, really. I felt like I lacked. You see, all those things were telling me I'm separated from something I need for life.
Right.
And they were subverting my soul. Now, luckily for me, in that place, I knew enough about the gospel to where every time my soul felt subverted, when we first started the church, you know where I went? I went to the cross. And at the cross, I saw myself dead to death. Which is essentially what the cross is trying to tell you.
Right.
You're dead to the life that can be had from the world. Or you're dead to a life that's defined by the things in the world. Which means you're dead to death.
Yeah.
And so every time my soul would be subverted, I would see myself crucified with Christ. And so I would see myself crucified unto death. And then that would restore my soul. And I'd say, And then I would go back to rest. Does that make sense?
Totally.